moving on from that, I just wanted to inform you.
Red, what happened last time?
Well, what happened last time is a bit of a couple of funny little sequences happened as Eddie was getting discharged, and Juana woke up Tatiana with the perfect idea of being the first ones he sees by taking the car. Of course, as we Tatiana agreeing with Juana, they got to the lovely car owned by a certain individual. As we drove on, Wolverine stopped us. We were able to convince him not to punish us immediately, and that we needed to go. We were just going to be doing a kindness for our dear friend, as we drove off with his disgruntled permission. Of course, with a warning to not scratch the car or else. As we picked up Eddie, who was surprised to see us, and drove back, having conversations to talk about things, and Wanda chiming in with a couple of sharp turns as well, as we all made our way there. Though as we got there, Bobby seemed to rally the troops together with a funny little plot, as Wanda took off with Wolverine to apparently go to the store to grab some items, while they all tried to get rid of the bed that Eddie was going to stay in for many reasons. Teamwork, togetherness, all that. As Tatiana was doing a bit of a tour guide for Eddie around the place, trying to show off a bit there, and realizing as time goes on with Felicia's and Jean basically explaining, the bed's gone, so, do with that what you will. As she had to try to think of quickly, trying to, one, catch her friends in the act at the same time, as well as try to not let Eddie know how bad things are going. As Bobby, with a couple other friends, some roses, apparently a music playing in the background with a hole in someone else's room that we turned out to be Storm's, all that together, and locking them in the room where, they were forced to, not necessarily, Tatiana was forced to really sit down. They all sat down and talked about their feelings, their emotions, frustrations a bit, as well as really clear the air and talk about, be upfront about their feelings, which seems to be what the aim was for the group, as they all gave each other high fives and congratulated each other. Anna in the background rolling her eyes, a bit confused and confuddled, as everyone else seemed to be fine with playing along. Of course, except for Claire, who was not sure about this, though as everyone turned to blame her, it was quickly revealed from Bobby that this is apparently not his scheme entirely. Apparently the mastermind behind the whole thing was Scott, who seemed to was building up his revenge over some time, and this seems to be what he wanted, as he would later find out. Eventually, we left the room after they moved the thing that was blocking the door, as we all realized the outcome was achieved, as there was talks, and we got to dinner as well, as I believe too. Once we had we had dinner with Charles, Wolverine, and everyone else, as Professor Xavier revealed a few things. One, that apparently Scott has a new idea for a training regiment that won't cause any undue harm. All good fun and causes for creativity and a chance for us to work together as in a prank war. Apparently the judge will be Charles, who will give us points, and the winners will be the ones who will be able to learn to drive the blackboard, essentially. And everyone perked up with that. As alliances were made on the table, people came together and knew what this war would cost us. As well as revealing that we all should be thinking about what's our next step for higher education. As we have a couple of things we could do, but whatever task or path we choose, he's willing to help us with that. As well as pointing out the fact that Latveria also is an option. Something that could be of use for anyone who wishes to have a chance to go see our wonderful benefactor, Victor, who's been helping us out with some wonderful gadgets. After that, he went off to go speak with Eddie and Wolverine in a private conversation as, Wanda and the others looked on. And Felicia went to Tatiana to ask, let's go listen in and see exactly what conversation they're having, and she agreed. While that was going on in the background, I believe Jean and Jack had a bit of a convo. Jack dismissing the foolishness of the prank war and asking Jean's feelings and seemingly trying to get a bit closer to her, saying instead of being here, why don't we go and do our own thing, which she seemed to be all for. As well as Cynthia and Anna having a moment together as they decided to sneak out in the back to, I guess, experiment with her powers a bit, as talked about her hobbies and things to do, and Anna getting used to everything right now, and having sharing their powers or figuring out her powers a bit of a woozy moment as he stepped into Cynthia's mind, as well as not just her powers, seemingly realizing her psyche and all she's going through. A tender moment between them as she gave her a hug, and realizing that Anna doesn't just copy powers; she takes them for herself, and feeling what it means to lose your super strength and having super strength for that moment, and also as well as her realizing that apparently Cynthia thinks she's cute and she's not upset about that at all. As they went back to inside a little bit closer, a little bit more understanding, and saying, "If you need a shoulder to lean on, I'm there for you," basically. As well as the fact that Claire and Scott seem to be coming with an alliance as well for their prank war. Scott going all gung ho about the whole thing, and Claire wanted to be there for Scott, as well as the fact that Bobby, I believe, also went with Tatiana to talk and hopefully have a non-aggression. Though I think Jack may have sipped poison into his brain to turn against that alliance. Though we'll see, because Tatiana did promise to help Bobby out with the Felicia thing. And well, yeah, Tatiana, and with the help of Felicia unknowingly or knowingly, teleported into the room and overheard the conversation where Eddie was determined to follow a lead out somewhere else without help or backup, regardless of whoever went with him or not, and more likely putting his life in terrible danger. Seemingly not believing that they would really care too much, and not wanting his friends or anyone else to get in trouble for his guilt that he seems to be carrying. And Professor trying to talk him out of it before ultimately deciding to erase that information from his mind so he can't go off and find out and get caught between what a process is going on, much to Eddie's rage and anger as he stormed out. And Charles had a bit of a size before telling Wolverine to go after him, as well as making sure he knows that it's going to be his mission that he's going to do, which Wolverine seems to be fine with. A moment or two after they left, he told Tatiana she can come out of hiding as they had a talk. Charles revealing that he's done this before, but it isn't his favorite thing, as well as he only did this because he's worried about Eddie. And he, well, sees a future for someone like him, and he has a couple of strings he can pull to ensure that his talents isn't wasted. Tatiana seems to be a bit introspective about the whole thing, but hearing Charles out and thanking him at the very least, or at least, everything he's done, she took her leave. And I think it ended there with that. Scott and Claire sketching out plans for what they can do for the prank war. Everyone else making other plans. Jack, Jean, Claire, Cynthia and Anna, and Tatiana and Eddie, and everything else in between.
Yeah. We're gonna deal with the Eddie thing. Are you gonna approach him about the conversation? Are you gonna do anything about that immediately after?
Yeah, I think Tatiana's unsure about what to really say, but she's gonna approach Eddie because I assume he left pretty fucking pissed.
Yes, he looked quite angered.
Yeah, he is.
You can find him just sort of sitting outside in the backyard. He looks pissed off. Hey.
Hey, I didn't think the steak was that bad.
Well, apparently you'll get your wish after all. No more dangerous operations for me.
And I assume you're not really happy about that.
Well, no. He mind wiped me of the info I just procured for him to prevent me from following up on it.
She's take a seat next to Eddie. Yeah, that's I'm sorry, Eddie.
Fine. How it is.
Listen, look. If gotta be honest with you, Eddie, I was gonna sneak and follow you anyway. If you were gonna go leave, find a way to get on that trip with you, whether you wanted me there or not. So that was gonna be my plan B.
Why not? Apparently, I need a babysitter everywhere I go.
I wasn't doing it to because I don't trust that you can't handle yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be there beside you because, fuck, Eddie, you're my friend. And more. And whenever there's trouble around, I was right there with you and vice versa. Wouldn't I want to be there with you?
What? You can give me an ego roll. Yeah, he'll grimace, grit his teeth, and nod.
Look,
Hate all of this.
I know. Things have gotten crazy complicated in the last few years for all of us. Went from two kids, kids just running around and causing as much trouble as we can to now secret government, ungovernment, I don't know, superpowers, all that stuff like that going on. But you're still a great fucking guy, Eddie. And I think the world needs you a lot more than you realize.
He kind of like chuckles a bit. I don't really take you seriously, but like nods. It does, but
Come on, how many people actually know about any of this? How many people have done all your research and work to find out the biggest, I assume, biggest hidden secret of the underground that can be found? Do you think anybody else knows, or any other person?
yeah. And
You
for
did all
what?
that.
Ah,
Yeah, and it's helped save people. It's gonna help save people. Anna wouldn't be here without that information. Look, I know it doesn't feel like a lot. It matters a hell of a lot, okay? We don't always get to be the big damn hero all the time. Sometimes the small stuff makes the big waves.
Hmm.
And I know for damn sure it would take us a hell of a long time to find out any of this stuff.
anyways, have you like actually thought about the whole thing at the table? You know, college and shit.
Uh, okay, I'll let you change the subject there. She kind of
I
gives me a
will.
look.
I will. What are you gonna do about it? I don't think you
I'll let
have
you
mind
have this
control
one.
powers.
No, I don't have mind control powers, Eddie. But I haven't really thought about anything. You know me. I'm kind of a spontaneous, go with the flow type of person. I don't even know what I could be doing. Got any thoughts on that, Mr. Big Time Journalist?
Well, I'm not working with Charles ever again, so I probably will need an actual license and shit for this. Make a couple of connections. Are, you know, not fucking related to this whole shit.
Hmm.
So, Jenny and I was thinking of actually applying for Empire State.
Yes, of course. You'll fucking do amazing.
No, I won't, but I'm pretty sure I can, like, cheat my way in.
You know what? That's just being smart creatively, you know?
And blackmail a couple of teachers and
That's
examinators.
called
Yep.
being resourceful. Yes, those are called resources and creativity. Don't let anyone else tell you any different.
Miles. What about you?
I'm not really sure. I mean, there's the whole lot rare thing, which is kind of cool, I guess.
The actual war zone, okay.
Look, it's me. I can survive just about anything. Still like photography. Most of the time, I can read any book and remember it usually. So, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's like a handsome, roguish man there to keep me company. I might want to go to Empire too.
He was looking a bit gloomy, but like he's cheering up at the thought when you say that. It's like, I mean, I would really appreciate that.
Why not?
Now I don't generally admit to my fears. Tend to pass away if I ignore them long enough. But I was kind of scared because, you know, people, and when they go to college, they spend a lot of time with other people, and
Oh my god, Eddie. I waited for you for like almost a decade. You think college is gonna make you get away from me? Come on.
listen, I finally started being able to clear my shit up. I am still completely broke, but at least mentally I feel in a better spot.
That's good. I'm happy that you're okay.
Wow, not.
Yeah, I can put my nerd glasses on, you know, but I can get through Empire with no problems.
Yo, chuckle and nod. Oh, not. Oh, there's a lot more people to blackmail than you would think.
Ah, love it, love it. Oh,
Go ahead.
oh no, she's just like, I don't see why you know what, Eddie? I'll go where you go. So be prepared to be super annoyed by my presence and wanting your own free space. It's too late now. You can't back out.
You can see like he's not gonna say it, but there is a part of him that just kind of melts with that.
Yeah, she's gonna put her head on your shoulder.
Well, so I assume then Jack is not gonna participate in the prank war. You are muted, Dick, if you're talking.
Yes, he is not. Sorry, I had
Okay.
both things muted.
Well,
Nope, he is.
what about
not
I assume Cynthia and Claire will.
Absolutely.
So you can
Because
either
he wants to go on a date in the Blackbird.
you can either give me an you can either give me, you know what, I'll let you pick your best stat with the exception of resilience and melee. Just roll that. Because there's so many ways you can prank people that rely on so many of your attributes.
Go with ego.
I'll go with logic. Ah, fuck, my date. No.
Sorry. Is I roll with ego?
Yeah. Holy shit.
What I get? Oh
That's-
shit.
Oh my.
Let's go, baby.
Let me think.
Your date, Mac. I'm so sorry.
It's over.
Listen, you were worried about tomorrow.
You lost.
It
Second,
was
you
Red.
decided you wanted to go after Scott's hours.
I need to roll for some of the NPC.
Red was your greatest villain all along.
Well, it's fine. Scott also loses miserably.
At least we can lose together.
Oh, that's cute.
The problem is he'll beat himself up over this.
No, it's what he wanted, you know, for us to work together.
At least Bobby's. Now for the
Okay.
final one. Well, your best friend is coming along, I guess.
Gotta help Iceman with his romance as well.
Yeah, so let's see. Okay, Jean sucks. Okay, so it's gonna be Anna, Wanda, Bobby, and
Cynthia's response is then when Cynthia finds out she was actually one of the winners, she's like, "Really? What?
yeah.
I didn't
This
think I win.
this game
I didn't
will,
think I could this all."
this will be played over the, I'll say roughly the span of like 2 weeks. So I want everyone to describe me like one prank that they pull off.
Hmm. Ego-wise, I think for Tatiana, it will be the domino effect prank where I've seen the ones where she just gets Bobby to walk into, I don't know, a whole set of shenanigans, from the slap in the face from a pie chasing her to fall into a bucket of ice to getting stuck in something else with feathers. I don't know, bunch of that.
Yeah. What's the other two?
You know what? You know what? I think Cynthia was able to get probably the reason she's probably the reason she pulled ahead somehow. You know what the Bavarian file drill is, right, Grunt?
No, I don't, but I can.
Okay, it's basically a thing where like you get somebody to believe something that like they obviously shouldn't, just by acting confident and like just like presuming that they should follow you.
Okay.
The idea is yeah. And she was able to get like fucking like she did to Scott. She was able to get Scott, who absolutely should have known better, to absolutely believe something and do something like ridiculous, dumb, foolish.
Yeah.
Ah,
Embarrass him a bit.
listen. Tried and tested. I assume can it be noticed that Jack and Jean have a little sparkle there going somehow through unexplainable means?
They do seem to be
Good.
spending a bit more time together.
Okay, that science cannot explain it. But you know, Scott, listen, it's the only thing we can do again, because the problem is we're only alone here. We all simply a little. That's the thing, is the wars. We're losing the war. At least we can spread some happiness. I assume Jack is too coy to approach Jean. So listen, you gotta help him out a bit here. You gotta. I'm thinking how to entrap them.
Simple.
Pretty easy.
You leave
Yeah.
a rose bouquet and tell it's from Jack.
That's true. Yeah, that's probably the simplest. Yeah, that's true. We will arrange for a fake date. Essentially, honestly.
Yeah, you could do that. You could actually do that.
Yeah, that's what Claire proposed to Scott. Yeah, to like fucking arrange a fake date for Jean and.
Scott will be
yeah, because-
very confused, and I'll say this probably won't go as smooth because he's like, "Why would we do this?" No, you're gonna argue about like certain details, and they're gonna end up together, but it's not gonna. There's nothing really funny about it. It's just that two people
Yeah.
they were like,
Okay, this is a mission. Yeah, this is. Sorry, Scott, I disappointed you. This was.
the problem is, and the reason why Wanda scored quite highly is that while you were so busy organizing this little shindig, as a Jack, you will have a nice date with the Jean paid and everything. The funny bit is, and on the table literally next to you, somebody orchestrated, or not orchestrated, but used their same things. You orchestrate a date between Claire and Scott, and you're like, Scott will kind of look at the invitations and be like, Claire, I also has our names on this.
What? Claire will look. Claire.
As the sort of you probably would have organized this at one of the local like small diners, like rented out the place, decorated nicely, and as you were like trying to like reveal your glorious scheme to Scott and Jean, who were also kind of like, we're kind of dating, but whatever. Scott will point it out. Also has a table reserved for us on the other side, and it's our name. As Jean is trying to not laugh at this. It's like,
That's the fucking.
do you think Claire,
Yeah.
we are kind of dating anyways. If you just wanted a double date, you could have just asked,
Oh, this guy's kind of shocked that goddamn. Actually, who said that? Scott or Jean?
That's Jean. No,
Okay, I was about to have a heart attack. Wait, Scott, what?
No, she's saying this
So
while trying to like hold back a bit of a laugh.
Yeah. My plan was for the Blackbird, but I think I said that. Sadly, I'm not the most creative at pranking.
That's why I chose to stay out of it.
Scott looks at you and says, "You know, Logan will like still make you train though."
I will take the training because the prank war is my powers aren't haha fun, and the guy inside my head says they're not haha fun either.
She kind of elbows you and says, "Oh, listen, but the guy in your head, like, take a vacation every now and then. They should be at least a bit haha fun.
You're right. You're right.
Can't have a frown
Alright.
face all the time."
You're what? You're right. I'm being too self-serious. So, double date, guys. Since we're here, we might as well.
Scott up and looks at you, Claire, like waiting to see what your response is.
Oh, she actually looks at Oh, she actually looks at Scott. Do you want to, or?
I mean, since we're here already, we might as, right?
Claire's actually shocked at it there, but as what she said,
The
she
table
smiles.
is right there indeed.
Yes, Claire will nod and smile, actually.
As yeah, you'll both have dates on like different sides of the diner, but everything you planned, the cake, flowers, the band, the small fucking dog carrying like whatever romantic shit, I don't know. Everything
just
you've
look-
done will be, in fact, has been doubled and also been turned against you, Claire.
I've decided, no, this was Claire's master plan.
No, you can cope, Mac. Unfortunately, you can cope.
I am Copy McCopester, the Baron of the Copium
Unfortunately,
Enterprise.
Charles knows when you're bullshitting him. It's not gonna be like actually like that. That's true.
No, listen, Claire's still happy with the outcome, even if this wasn't planned. Listen, Claire, if Charles reads her mind, Claire will be like disappointed that she lost, but she's still happy that Scott actually said yes to the date.
As yeah, Tatiana, you hear all this as Wanda is telling Charles. She's explaining her scheme and how she basically used their entire operation to just increase the value slightly and trick them into going in the date as well.
You're so devious. Two folders. I'm so proud.
So technically, teacher, I did do the most amount of damage with the least amount of work. I just kind of changed a couple of numbers on a sheet of paper. Charles is clearly amused by this. You will have a point. As yeah, I guess it will be you four on the Blackbird, learning how to actually fly this thing. As yeah, it is highly advanced. You'll be, after going through basic routine check, you'll be able to fly it around a bit. Each of you will get the opportunity to pilot its different functionalities. Get accustomed to it. I'm sure will not be useful in the near future.
Absolutely.
No, never come up again.
Just a random piece of trivia. Yeah.
A random piece of background trivia on my Marvel Wikipedia page.
But yeah, I guess Jack, you would have been starting to date Jean a bit.
How's that going?
Well, I think it's going fine. Getting along. She seems to like you. Honestly, no problems. Now, out of character, don't you worry, Zaz. She is gonna fix him. She will turn him into a non-square. At least she will try.
I thought Claire had the hottest fucking job here.
Apparently, Claire actually has it easier somehow.
How can you call me a square? But I was also part of the Tatiana.
Because
Who just sat at the prank war? Who just sat at the prank war? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Even Claire,
unironically.
even Claire
You're
joined
right.
the prank war.
Next time, I'll just make you feel bad for all your sins.
Even Claire and Scott joined.
Charlie, you won't. Charles, you won't. Chuck, you won't believe it. I made somebody cry. You wouldn't believe
Charles
what they
will
did.
tell you this exercise is about learning how to use your powers, and especially when to use your powers.
And I chose not to. I chose.
Yeah,
I
that's why
chose
you're
wisely.
the square. That's why you're the square. You see, this is why Gene is trying to fix you, make you a not a square. You understand now the argument. As yeah, those 2 weeks would pass by before you knew it. As one morning at breakfast, Charles is not gonna be there, which is kind of weird.
I want to ask, Grunt, is Eddie and Felicia still here?
Well, ironically, yes, because Eddie wouldn't want to just leave for now, and since this entire fucking operation was busted, he's gonna sulk about it, but he would rather spend his time with you.
Nice.
And Felicia's like, these are much better accommodations than my New York flat.
Great. She would of course be spending time with Eddie, but I promise my good friend Bobby I would help him out with Felicia. So if there's any way she could help him out with that, we'd also be doing that in the background too.
Are the rest of the adults here like Max, Logan?
Logan's not. Logan left. Logan left 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
Oh, the mission, right? I forgot. Is that? But it's like a.
And Max, no, Max is very rarely around. He comes and goes, like he visits every month or so, but he is never like fully around.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
He's usually on travel business, dealing with all sorts of shit. But yeah, you can have a conversation. I feel like I will kind of approach something like, Tatiana, are you like, to be honest with you, are you trying to set me up with Bobby?
Is Bobby around? Is anyone else around? Is it
No,
just
like
us
she
at the table?
literally approached you in your room about this. She's like,
Well, it depends. How do you feel about Bobby? Do you like him? Is it working?
listen, he's cool and all, but why are you trying to set me up so hard with him?
Listen, one, I think you're a cool gal. I think you're pretty neat. Two, Bobby really thinks you're a cool gal. Thinks you're pretty neat. Also, he's my friend, and I think you guys make a nice couple together. But if you don't want to, I'm not a savage here. I understand if he's just not your vibe. But I'll tell you that I can give you a list of his great qualities. But it's still up to you. I just think, think you guys would have fun together. God, I hope that came out right.
You realize that I'm like a criminal, and you all seem like you're about to go to college.
Listen. The heart wants. The heart wants. Are you gonna kill people for fun?
I think it's something else that the wants are coming from.
Maybe. But that's between you two at the very least. Look, Bobby seems to be really into you, but if you don't think it's gonna work out between you guys, that's cool too. Like, you guys can just talk about it, but his heart, well, a part of him goes goo goo gaga when he looks at you. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And technically, right now, what we're doing, considered some circles are criminals as well. Who hasn't done a little bit of, against the law? The most important part is if you don't murder people, like, for funsies. Do you murder people for funsies?
I mean, no, I guess.
There you go.
But I don't really give a shit about people. Like, listen, Eddie has the whole I'm the righteous avenger like bullshit. I'm in it mostly for the money. Like, he got me I'll be honest, the bald guy pays well, so I'm fine with working with him. But I'm no righteous person.
Hey, listen. I don't think there's anyone here necessarily called righteous. We're just trying to do our best to help out before things go shit the bed, apparently, for the future. No one's trying to, I don't know, lead a moral crusade. Scott, maybe. Jack, maybe. But we're just trying to help. And you could have easily just not helped either. I bet there are better paying jobs where you don't have to do help out a guy in the journal who's looking for just say to save some people, okay? You could have left Eddie alone. You could have walked out here anytime.
Yes, because I saw Eddie. He was vulnerable. He well was he needed my help. And Bobby
Yeah.
looks like he's doing fine. Maybe listen, you can roll me. You can roll me. What the fuck is the skill?
Last time I used when you told me to roll insight.
That'll be
you
like
told me to use
logic. Yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
logic.
Oh dear heavens, that is not my best.
Well, it's enough to understand that. Well, listen, maybe the fact that liked Eddie a bit more than maybe she let on. I mean, that played a bit of a factor. Eddie's personal charm, you would say.
Gotcha. I can understand. She's not gonna make a comment about that, but she's just like
Bobby and Eddie have definitely different approaches. She doesn't seem to be attracted to the whole I'm just a funny guy act. But you think she was pretty into the whole I will fucking avenge my family and friends. I'm gonna find these fuckers. So she says she's not a righteous person, but she does seem to be attracted to these kind of attitudes and appreciates them in people.
Gotcha. Yeah, Tatiana will actually get a bit of a serious look on her face. Like, look, if Eddie's, sorry, not Eddie, she would say, if Bobby's not your favorite, something you're really into, that's fine. I'll talk to him, let him know. You know, it's not a big deal if you're not into him. It happens, I know. And you don't have to try to convince me about that.
Listen, I've been here, I think, long enough. Rent's not gonna pay itself. I assume Eddie will stay here with you from now on, so fine, I'll figure something out. But
Hey, just because Eddie's staying here doesn't mean we don't like you too, okay? Like I said, you're a cool gal. Eddie or no Eddie. So if you ever need some help or, I don't know, want to hang out,
listen,
stay a little longer.
wherever in New York, drop by. We'll go out, have a few drinks together. Laugh about things.
Yeah, of course. Gotta see what type of trouble you get yourself into. Maybe I want to hang out and join that.
Well, Eddie not around. There's no one to tell me I shouldn't do things. We'll see.
I don't know. I have a feeling you'll find another person to tell you not to do things as well.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Just turn around and walk away.
Yeah, Tatiana leaves. Oh, not leaves, but watches her go before sighing, knowing she's gonna have to break the news to Bobby.
And yeah, you can find him sort of in his room. Like, oh, what's up?
Hey, Bobby. How are you feeling?
Well, I have a pretty good feeling I'll probably win this Frank War.
Of course, my young protege. You've done well for yourself. Not as good as me, of course, but you've done well.
Listen, you got lucky on the feathers. I would have never fallen for that otherwise.
Listen, it's all right. I will give you the grace of complaining, but you know we both know I was better than you, but it's all right.
Fine, second place is still like achievable.
Yeah, silver's just as good, and it's cool looking, but it's just as good. But I'm here to talk about something else. Felicia probably gonna be taking her leave. Said she's going to go back home to New York, and God, she doesn't. I don't think it's gonna work out between you two.
Mhm. Yeah. I kind of got the vibe, I'll be honest. Kind of, I don't think I was too subtle.
Yeah. Apparently, she figured it out really easily for both of us. Told me about, well, asked me about it, and well, I look. I just this just because that one doesn't work doesn't mean you can't find your own love as well, or your own little.
That's fine. My ice heart will not melt.
Listen, I'll look. I'm always willing to help you out, of course. I'm willing to be your wingman no matter what happens. Just gotta find the right partner for you.
I'll sort of like kind of take a deep breath. Yeah. Thanks, I guess.
Hey, do you wanna go out and get something to eat? I don't know. Play a prank on Scott and Claire, maybe.
Heard what Wanda did to them.
Yes, she told me. She told me.
Oh. And I need to figure out the logistics of. Listen, I'll catch you later.
Yeah, no problem. I know it's a large role, but she wants to. Is he okay? Is he doing all right with this news? Cause
I mean, he's clearly like sad about it, but he was
Okay.
sort of expecting this. Like Alicia was always flirty, but never to the point where it kind of seemed like she was into him.
Yeah, gotcha. She would give him a pat in the back, trusting he'll come out when he needs to talk about it or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, as time would pass, Alicia would take her leave. Things seem to settle a bit in a routine as Charles would of course announce the winners and you would get to play around and learn how to pilot the thing. Pietro is in fact quite bad at this. I didn't even roll for him because he is horrible. But he will assist Wanda. He's like, I know my place is to help you out. I don't have the attitude or knowledge for this. I can like move heavy things around.
Well,
That's
that's
ridiculous.
that's a thing. Listen, that's fine. I bet that's not related to more deep-seated problems that we'll need to unpack years later.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, Pietro, no.
Not everyone can shine as bright.
Oh.
Listen. Anna is also not really getting involved. She's gonna like sort of just help you as well, Cynthia. She doesn't. It's like, well, I'm fine. I don't really want to fucking fly the airplane, anyways. But you seem to want to, so I want to help you out.
Gotta be honest. Cynthia's gonna be honest. She doesn't think she's gonna win. When it's revealed that Cynthia's one of the winners, she's gonna be shocked.
Listen. The happiest people are the ones in the first place and the last place.
Yeah, is Scott happy but or sad about losing?
No, Scott is not sad.
Mhm.
Scott is determined to never lose ever again. He is seething, what's called seething.
Thieving. Oh.
Steve, Mauled, L.
Yes. Scott doesn't get sad. He only gets more determined.
Take his revenge today.
He is happy though, because the problem is, this was his idea, by the way. It's like the fact that it's working so well, and there's like people who normally would only try and skip training are now actively going out of their way to engage with it. He takes some solace into that. Like, listen, it's not for my own. I'm willing to sacrifice my happiness so that the group can become better.
But next time, I'll kill them all.
Next time. Okay. Who's left?
Crash is playing with no survivors.
Okay. Okay, as long as he isn't too sad. Oh, okay, it's fine. Listen, we'll truly the first and the last place are the happiest.
Time would kind of go by as well. It's about like another 2 weeks pass, like a total of a month. Logan hasn't returned though, so. But on this fateful day, Jack, probably
Yes,
you're probably like you have to leave like the mansion every now and then, and no, actually never mind. It's probably a Friday school day, and you're like kind of like just got done with classes. You're gonna wait for everyone to like finish as well, so you can like take the car back to the mansion. And as you're kind of waiting next to the schoolyard, you do see someone like approach you as she like sits down on a bench next to you. She's hey, can you talk?
Howdy. What's up?
I think I need your help, and more importantly, your friend needs your help. The one with the claws.
I don't know if there's like I don't think there's an equivalent to read a person here, Grunt, is there? See if this is like a trap.
I mean,
doubt
you
it,
can roll
but-
me an ego, not an ego, a logic one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you look around. She seems sort of what do you say? Not desperate, but quite concerned.
Can I at least ask who you are?
Name is Sai.
He'll extend a hand. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know who you
All right.
are.
So what happened? Oh, so what happened? Where is she?
Where is he, rather? Logan. She's talking about Logan.
Oh, I thought. Sorry. Where is he? Where's Logan?
Tried to infiltrate one of organization's bases, and they caught him. He did cause quite a bit of a mess, so he's able to actually escape. I feel like I owe you this much to at least help you out with that.
All right. Do you know where he's being held specifically?
She nods. Oh, I know the general location of the area. You
It's
even know what? She looks at you and says, "It's an isolated base in the middle of the forest."
well. He'll try to give a reassuring smile and be like, "Well, they took somebody of ours, and they're not even prepared for the storm that's about to come. But let's wait for the others, and we'll start making a plan."
She nods. As the rest of you will also finish your classes. As you're walking out, you do see Jack on the bench with this girl next to him.
Hey, who's your friend, Jack?
This is Sai, everybody. We got some stuff we got to talk about.
What's going on?
It seems like Logan bit off a little bit more than he can chew. He's been captured.
Fuck, you gotta go to Charles then.
Yeah.
Whoa. How
Jean-
does
Jean-
she?
Sorry, go ahead.
She's like, how does she know that?
I was
She'll
part of the organization that has taken him hostage.
Shit.
I have, in fact, fought several of you already. As there's like, she kind of holds her hand a bit, just slightly. There's like just a small blade, purple energy that sort of forms in the palm of her hand. As Bobby's like, oh shit. She's a chick? She's hot?
Hit Bob on the side of the
Yeah,
shoulder.
Sai, ignore him. The rest of us do. But listen, why don't you come back with us? We'll talk. We'll talk to Charles, and then we'll make our next move. All right?
Why don't you give me an ego roll and you'll have one edge on this? Like, just follow us for the guys who like last time fought you, like trust us completely. Well, click edge on the Marvel die.
On the Marvel die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
It
You are
doesn't
truly
matter.
cursed. You are truly cursed, Tick.
There is no edge for Tick.
There is no edge for me. There is no edge. There is no trouble. It is all the same.
Actually, no, it's not the same. It's worse.
No,
So
it's
there,
the same.
if this would have been a trial,
Yes, technically, yes, it is. Yeah, anyways. It says, do I have your word that you will not harm me in any way, nor invade my privacy?
You have my word. We'll look at everybody else.
Yeah, it's on the up and up. Yeah.
Yeah, same. Yeah, Logan's saving our friend is what we kind of need to really worry about right now. So, you're the one who knows.
How's everybody else reacting? The grunt. Everybody else
Well,
give a tentative.
there's only Bobby and Jean here. I'll be honest. Not everyone classes align so perfectly, but Bobby just kind of says, "Oh, bitter press." Yes. And Jean sort of, Jean kind of gives her a concerned look, but like slowly nods. As they also say, how can you guarantee that? I should like to say you, Jack. I'm pretty sure your leader is a powerful telepath.
That's a good point. We will talk to him first and get him to understand the situation, and then you can explain what happened, and then we'll go from there. Does that sound acceptable?
She kind of gets a bit closer to you and kind of like stares you like very closely, like. Promise me, then I trust you. You are honorable. See it on your face. Just goes to back away. I'll be waiting in town. She'll write like a piece of paper and sort of write down an address. You can find me here.
All right.
As yeah, she's gonna stand up and take her leave as kind of Bobby is after her.
I'm gonna fucking tap him on the shoulder. Like, give me your fucking pants, dude.
It's in. I can't. Do you want my also close my eyes now?
Yes. Yes, I do.
And
He'll make a
Jean will look at you.
qualified.
Nah, again, let me in. Please let me dance. Jean will look at you as you say that, Jack, and say, "Why? You jealous or something?"
N- no. I don't. Why? I don't know why you think I would be. It's just I don't want. Well, I'll just be honest, Bobby. You don't have like the best track record of respecting women.
Just kind
Ah.
of looks at you, and he'll just turn away and just kind of like walk away. As Jean looks at you, Jack, and says, "Apparently, neither do you have about other people." Turn around, we'll go after them.
Jack, what the fuck was that?
I don't understand what just happened.
You literally just insulted Bobby to his face. Has Bobby ever? I'm gonna be honest, Grant. Has Bobby ever treated like a woman like shit so
No.
far?
Other
Yeah,
than being
okay.
like overtly flirty, no.
Yeah, okay. It's just like you kind of
Sorry, I
Just
got more Johnny Bravo vibes than I got over flirty.
no. You kind of just said some really shitty things to Bobby for no fucking reason.
Yeah, I would. To be honest, I was just giving him shit because the fucking first words I have was he didn't even know her name, and he called her, and he was already like called her hot. I was just giving him shit.
Guys, are we really going to talk about this, or are we going to worry about Logan? Let's get in the car and go.
Whoa, okay, cool it, Mr. General. Let's get our friends first that you seem to be really all right with being shitty to, and we'll go and tell Professor. We can't just do this by ourselves. Just because a nice, I don't know, purple ninja lady shows up out of nowhere doesn't mean we have to lose our heads. Let's go I'm gonna go grab Bobby and Jean. We'll go let the Professor know, because there's still other people who are still here, and we should probably talk about this as a team. I'll be right fucking back.
Now, the reason normally he wouldn't take this insult quite highly, but 2 weeks ago, Felicia
Recently.
kind of told him to, well, listen, Bobby, it's not you, it's me. As, yeah, like, you see him on the sidewalk. She's like, okay, listen, Bobby. It's just a mean comment. Come on, you make mean jokes all the time. Have to let it go. It's like, listen, Jean, why don't you go Listen, Jean, why don't you go and talk to your boyfriend? He seems like he apparently. Oh yeah, Jean, why don't you go and get respected by him? I don't think I'm good around women. Like around like just her away.
Bobby. Yeah.
He like looks at you and says, "Yeah, what?"
Listen, Jack said a shitty thing. Okay, really shitty. I don't know what's going on with that, but we still need to get back to the Professor. And I know I can't apologize for his behalf, but I'm sorry in the first place that he said that.
Fine, I'm just gonna walk home, okay?
Are you sure, Bobby? We can. Look, I can fucking beat him up for you, and I'll do that, because what the fuck? Come on.
He'll kind of like stop and glance at you. As Jean sort of like rolls her eyes and says, "God damn it, just go fucking spine. It's just a fucking insult." He will turn around and look at her and say, "You're right. You can go fuck yourself." As he'll turn around and continue walking. Oh my
fuck.
god, I'm done with this men and their egos. As she like turns around and walks away.
Yeah, Jean, I'll catch up with you guys later to go tell the Professor. I'm gonna go make sure Bobby's gonna be okay. Goes to...
While this is going on, and in Claire and Cynthia, you're left with Jack a bit behind. Eventually see Wanda and Pietro also walk out of class. They're like, everyone's gathered here as Anna,
We got a
Anna and
problem.
Scott also are tagging along a bit behind them.
Hey guys, news update. Logan's been kidnapped. The only reason we know is because one of the people who helped, worked for the group that kidnapped him, told us, and we're gonna go tell the professor.
Holy shit, Wanda says. Scott like, okay, well, where is she right now?
She's pretty worried about the fact that Charles sometimes does the whole brain thing. So we're gonna go talk to him first, and then we're gonna go get her again.
Yeah.
He looks a bit suspicious as it says. So should just let her go.
What? Like you want me to drag her to the mansion? That doesn't
Yes.
sound like hospital. No, Scott. No.
She never says where we can find her again.
Okay, that's something at least. Whoever thinks they can make a persuasive argument so that Scott doesn't fly off into his paranoia, can roll me an ego check.
Please tell me I'm not the person with the highest ego.
You are,
So,
I think.
You know what? Cynthia's gonna be the one making the argument here.
Yeah, so what are you saying to him?
Yeah. She's gonna say that, what she's gonna say is like, listen, I'm gonna be honest, from what I saw of her, she was really fucking closed off. She definitely wasn't trusting. And she has gone toe to toe with us before. Gonna take a guess. She got the way she was talking about it sounds like she escaped. And I'm gonna be honest, if you're paranoid and alone, and the only hope you seemingly have is the people you tried to get into a fight with just a month or two ago, yeah, I'd be a little nervous too.
He nods and says, "Yeah, I will just wait for Bobby and we'll just leave then." As you see, Jean and Tatiana making their way back.
Oh, I thought Tatiana would have to Bobby, but
Oh,
that's the case.
no, sorry. If you're gonna
Yeah.
walk with him home, I guess then that's fine.
She literally told Jean, like, hey, go on without me. I'm gonna make sure Bobby's
Okay.
cool. But
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
it. My bad. So yeah, you just see Jean returning as she's a bit fuming.
You okay, Gene?
Yeah. It's just Bobby and Tatiana are gonna walk home.
Okay. All right.
Wanda's like, what happened?
I made a comment towards Bobby, and Bobby took it personally.
What kind of comment?
Can we talk about it in the car?
No.
Oh my Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry. Am I inconveniencing you?
He was making flirtatious comments towards the person who was trying to give us information, and I made an offhanded comment about respecting women, and he did not take it well.
Since when did you become the moral arbiter of respect?
It was an offhanded comment. It's comments he makes kind of like all the time. I didn't think it was going to bother him. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's because you are a fucking moron. You know he's been a bit on a fucking downturn since Felicia left. Oh my fucking god, such a fucking asshole. Like grabs her brother. Let's go after them now.
I
They're like already
can't
rushing
believe
away.
I can't believe this. Okay, fine.
Jean-
Fuck the hormonal teenager. Let's actually get some work done.
Jean nods and says it. Don't listen. They're being assholes.
He's just getting in the car before he makes somebody else of this group run away, because they need to actually get shit done.
Yeah, you just see Jack stand up. Jean tries to put the arm on his shoulder. He just kind of brushes her off and he just gets in the car. As Scott looks at you, Claire and Cynthia.
It's just gonna like Cynthia's gonna just say, yeah, Cynthia's just gonna just say, let's just go tell the professor.
Yeah, I guess
Yes, yeah.
I'll drive as he like into the car. As Anna just kind of looks at all of this, says, huh. So he does actually have a bit of an underside. I mean, Bobby. That's at you, Cynthia says. I'm sure, hiding all those fucking insecurities underneath a mask of humor certainly doesn't mislead people.
Cynthia's just gonna say, yeah, Cynthia's just gonna say, yeah. Well, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
Well, I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. Puts her hand on your shoulder and guides you to the car.
That's like,
Look
the
look
seat
at-
cohesiveness dog shit. Holy shit! Internally.
There's a look on Cynthia's face like she's just fallen for a trap somehow.
Slowly but surely.
Claire's I think Claire speaks out, Scott. We need to work on team cohesion somehow. This is kind of pretty bad, but not that.
It's fine. Jean is also looking a bit sad at the fact that she kind of failed at everything and kind of lost her cool there. So yeah, you'll all get, and it's gonna be a quiet road home. As Tatiana, you're gonna be walking with Bobby. He's not saying much, but you can hear like shouting from behind as you turn around and you see Pietro and Wanda running after you. Oh god. Oh, it got out of you. Whew, I'm not made for this. Whew. Oh.
You gotta exercise more. Logan always shoots us about this.
kind
If
of
you haven't,
flips you the bird. As Pietro's like, listen, Bobby, it's gonna be fine. Okay, don't take it personally. You know how Jack is. Bobby takes a deep breath and just sighs. There's one that says, If I could speak, I would share you my wisdom, but I need to catch my breath first. Oh.
Tatiana's gonna put her arm around Bobby's shoulder, and kind of ruffles it. It's like, come on, you wanna go fucking save Logan, become big damn heroes, rub it in Jack's face, and maybe get some ice cream as well.
He'll sort of smile and nod as, yeah, I think the four of you will take the long way home. As meanwhile, the car ride is a silent one, unless any of you three want to speak up.
No, we spot later, but not right now. Here, we're moving team stuff.
I think Cynthia's just is just talking to Anna about how her day was.
To distract. But yeah, listen.
Yeah. See, Anna is thick-skinned enough to not give a shit, and she's just gonna like talk with you. So it's just gonna be like the two of you.
Probably apologize for brushing her off. Just wanting to. Just annoyed with half the team leaving while our teacher was, kidnapped.
Like nods and say, "Listen, I get where you're coming from, and I think you're in the right. It's just that Bobby, I think, is going through a rough patch."
Yeah, I flew off the handle. I'll apologize to him later.
Smiles and nods. As you park the car and get out of the van, you'll find Storm sort of milling about. Ask her, she'll sort of redirect you to Charles's office because there.
can we have her like walk and talk and inform her what happened? Just for.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm. Okay.
As-
Just.
Yeah, you can put her up to speed as. Walk into Charles's room. That's really crowded. Assume something important is happening if you're all here at the same time.
Yeah. So a individual named Sai came up to me and told me that Logan had been taken. She was one of the people defending the bases from our first mission. Have you heard, like, just to make sure her story isn't like complete fabrication, have you heard from her or from Logan?
No. In fact,
Is that unusual?
it is. I was quite worried, which is why I requested some assistance with the matter. Don't
Mhm.
worry, it will be handled.
It will be handled.
Yes, I've asked for help from certain people, and they'll be going after him to see what has happened, and if he was caught, be able to get him out.
The Sai is claiming that he was captured.
And I trust that the
And-
people going there will be able to get him out.
And she'd be willing to talk, but you can't. But you can't use your mind reading ability.
I don't generally use it on people random. But I guess if you needed my express promise, I will make it. I don't intend to read or peer or manipulate anyone's mind without their consent. Now, actually, no, never mind, because Tatiana knew about it.
Okay, we can go back and go to the address and like pick her up then, right?
Yeah.
She'll nod.
Yeah.
You'll sort of all
Right.
walk out. As Ororo is definitely like not happy about the answer. It's visible on her face.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it too. But what are you thinking?
I don't like being sidelined. Logan is indeed in trouble. Professor hasn't asked for any of our help. Not exactly sure who he sent. You all know Logan, and if he was captured, that means it wasn't easy. Rogue also, sorry, if you want to say something, go ahead.
Yeah, she's gonna say like, must be a bad fucking situation if they got him.
Rogue will sort of look at you and kind of like say, "Hey, Cynthia, don't you know how to actually pilot the Blackbird, though?"
Yeah, me, Tatiana, Wanda, and yeah, Bobby do. Yeah,
Why don't we just try and help out Logan? We can get the location from the girl thing, and we just drop in, drop out.
love the way you think.
I also love the way you think.
Scott looks fucking
yeah,
dumbfounded.
Claire's also looking. These people captured Logan. We are God ignoring the possibility that she might be lying or trapping there. It might be bait of some kind. I don't think the professor will just leave him there to his death. I think you hire some professional people.
And I agree with that. But I also trust Roro's instincts.
Rogue will also say, it's not about the professor's trust. It's about fucking us proving ourselves, and I'm not gonna sit here and be told, oh, wait in peace and fucking quiet.
So you in too?
Shh, fuck yeah.
You look at Jean.
Jin will say, you're going down. If you're going there, I'm coming with you.
All right. Clear.
But if we, I bet you fucking Tatiana, Wanda, Petro, and Bobby would be in for it.
I bet. Aurora, they're walking back. Can you tell them what we're talking about and see if they're on board? We'll go get our informant.
She nods. As yeah, Scott and Claire. Scott looking at him is like, from the professor.
Yeah, it's a fucking dipshit fucking idea. Fucking group cohesion broke down after one fucking comment. Holy fucking shit, we're not ready to fucking go on a mission.
As fortunately, as everyone, Rogue does just kind of put her hand kind of on the sort of back of his head as he like starts shivering and like collapses to the floor. Oh no, you don't. Claire, are you gonna have a problem with you as well? I can just kick your ass. That's right, you're gonna come with us. I'm glad you agreed. Yeah, thank you across.
Is Scott
Like-
fine? Is he still
Well,
okay?
he's like sort of on the floor. He says to you, Cynthia, grab him. We're bringing him along too.
Cynthia, your
Sorry.
girlfriend scares me.
I'm a lot of things. Scared's not one of them right now.
Wonderful. Yeah, listen, you can. He's like semi-unconscious. You can easily just grab him and carry him away.
I guess I'll get in the car. Who else
Yeah.
wants to come with?
You're being volunteered. Do not resist.
If someone dies this mission, damn.
What? Yeah, impossible.
Listen,
Damn.
I promise. If I die, I promise I will not haunt you and come back. Because I
Well, yeah, the rest of you will drive off as you leave Aurora behind, and well, I'm sure. Eventually, Wanda, Pietro, Diana, and Bobby you come back to the mansion. Aurora is almost waiting for you at the entrance. And say, it's a beautiful day to cut some flowers. It's just gonna take all of you out.
Whoa.
Nah, it's just one big fuck off van, unironically. Yes, as built with Latvian technology. As as you leave the house and just sort of wander to the backyard, Wanda's gonna be like, why is she shifty? She's never shifty.
Yeah. That's true. Usually it's our jobs to be the shifty ones. Aurora?
Yeah, it's listen, the yellow roses though, they will be just wonderful. Walk for a bit more.
Listen, Aurora, if you need to help hide a body, I understand. I always knew this day would come, so.
Well, I don't think they're gonna kill Scott, so it's fine.
What?
I was told about the situation with Logan, and well, we talked to the professor, and he told us that he has people on the job already, and we should sit by quietly and comply, and not do anything.
And so you all immediately said no, decided to go off on your own to do something about that.
With two exceptions, and I believe Anna persuaded them.
Okay, that sounds about right. Presumably by knocking Scott out, from what you're telling me, while you're face alone.
I mean, it's his fault for being so obvious.
Bro, he needs to get better at this. Okay, so we're gonna go against. This is gonna make sure. I just want to make sure we understand what's going on. We're gonna go against Professor's orders to go save Logan in a dangerous situation where we don't know anything else about. Could be possibly a trap. Chances of our successes are low. Right?
I don't think chances of success are low. Yes, other than that.
Okay. So what are we waiting for exactly?
Bob is like, can't you just do this without me?
Bobby.
Listen, I'm not
Place
gonna
your hand.
rat, you know that, lad.
Are you sure you want to sit this one out? I can just want to make sure.
As Pietro just kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and says, listen, don't have to talk to Jack. Let's focus on the mission. I believe if the situation is as dangerous as they say, we need everyone. And without you, our chances of success drop drastically.
Come on, Bobby. Can't do this without you. We're gonna need our Iceman.
'Cause yeah, he's gonna like smile at that and nod. And as one says, great, let's go get the blackboard ready.
Tatiana nods as she will give a slap on the back to Pietro. Seems he's really good at these pep talks.
Yeah, it's almost like he knows how someone handles when like, they're sad and depressed and how they can focus on other things to push past the sadness.
Yes, we love Pietro here in the sequels.
Damn. I wonder if that's above any overarching mental issues or self-esteem issues that will affect his personality for years to come that we'll have to unpack later.
Meanwhile, the other group, you'll drive to Jadros. This is like a motel as you go to the room number and as Anna will just kind of tell like, yeah, she'll probably watch Claire and Scott. As well as Jean will. So the two of you, yes, I'm counting correctly. The two of you can go and chat with Sai.
Alright.
All right, let's go.
As yeah, you walk up to the room as you knock, and she's gonna open the door and let you in. Says, do what you wanted to do.
Yes, we're going to, and he's going to look at Cynthia, make a slight change of plans. We're going to get the team together and we're just going to go get him.
Are you sure
Yeah,
that's
turns out the
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it turns out the professor already basically like kind of thought that this happened anyway, so he already has his own people looking on it. So yeah, we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go.
Certain that's a wise idea.
Sure.
Wise? No.
Yeah.
Is it what we're going to do anyways? Yes.
We don't really leave our people behind. Doesn't matter the odds.
She looks at you, sort of cocks her head to the side. I quite like you. It's a hard but honorable thing to uphold. And I presume you will want my help.
Well, we need a location, but we would like your help, but we're not going to force you to help. It's your decision.
You know what? Unfortunately, it will have to be you who will give me an ego roll pick. But listen, I'll give you double the edge because, well, reasons.
Can you describe what you mean?
He's edging you.
Do you mean that I get the roll edge twice, or are you saying
Yes.
it will be twice?
You'll get rolled edge twice, and one reason it's clearly your sort of honorable demeanor that she respects. But the second one, though, that's more of the mundane matter.
Hey, Grunt, can I ask you a question?
Hmm.
Do Do you think it really matters? And two, do you have that toggle on? Because if I roll the same dice twice in a row,
I'll laugh my ass off. Keep
and
happening to
it's
you.
the same thing again,
Yes.
I'm gonna start whooping ass here.
Four, four.
Hilarious.
Swear
He
to God,
rolled 3 1s in the other game.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Wow.
It was pretty funny. He rolled 3 1s.
Grunt, I saw
Well.
the fake dice setting. I swear to God, Grunt.
No, the thing is, Grunt only turns it on when he wants you to win.
Listen, that's a good base roll already.
Yeah, so roll edge on the Marvel die first. Oh my god.
Roll edge again. Roll edge
Roll
again
edge
on the
again.
ball again. It's a free again.
Okay.
Oh,
There
Okay,
we
never
go.
mind. It's a 5.
I was
That's,
Grunt literally just like at that second, he's like, "Oh shit, I forgot to turn it off," and like just turned it off.
Once again, you don't understand the point of the fake die. The loaded die is to ensure you win.
As she smiles, she actually genuinely, for the first time, smiles slightly at you, and nods.
All right. Well, welcome aboard.
Thank you. As Claire, I'm not sure if you're gonna talk anything with Jean or Anna.
No, she's mostly worried about A, Scott, and B, she's like, at this point, I have no choice but to lock into the mission. We'll talk afterwards, professional, once Logan is saved. Yeah, afterwards. But right now, there's no point in talking. But she does not in a talkative mood right now. See what the fuck Anna just did.
He'll be fine. He'll just wake up with a massive headache. And
Ignoring the fucking.
come on, you have to admit you were gonna rat on us. It was all over his
Yes,
face.
because this is a bad fucking. You know what? I don't think I can get out of this. So I'm not gonna talk now. Right now, I can only focus on the mission
Okay.
and make sure nobody dies.
That's why we all need to go together to ensure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm sure once an attack helicopter shows up, we'll be able to defeat it.
We've been. This is a more covert operation. We're not gonna blow up the facility. As eventually you see the two of them come back with Sai as they're gonna get in the car and start driving towards where the Blackbird is being stationed at. As well, who's driving? I'll assume Jack is driving. I'll make this assumption. Sai will sit right next to you.
Oh. Okay.
As there is like a raised eyebrow from Jean, but like she doesn't say anything. Sai will lean in a bit to kind of it's a whisper. It's a faint whisper that people in the back can like see it's happening, but they can't really hear it. And she says, "I assume your friend's trauma is handled then? It wouldn't quite severe."
I am hoping so.
Is it a common thing for your comrades to get upset over petty insults?
Not like this, but I will acknowledge he is having a hard time, and I did not help it.
Like they're whispering. Jean will come and look at him, Cynthia, and be like, "What did you talk in there about?"
Oh, no. Told her a plan. Gotta be honest, I don't think she was really impressed with my argument, because when she pointed out the plan was stupid, I agreed, just so we were gonna do it anyways. Yeah, Jack, won her over with around this whole "we don't leave our own behind" kind of spiel, and yeah, she liked that. She liked that a lot, actually.
Dick, Jean has no mental powers. What the fuck are you on about?
She really has telekinesis.
Telekinesis. Sorry, I'm sorry.
yeah.
My comment. I was thinking this was the Miss Marvel version, not the
Oh.
actual useful one.
As Jean will nod at what you said. She won't say anything, but she is clearly thinking things. As Yeah. Meanwhile, as you're getting the Blackboard ready, you will see the vans sort of pull out as you will see the people get out. As you can see, Sai is there with them, walking side by side with Jack. And there's like a weird tension in the air as Scott eventually kind of like wakes up. It's like, head, why am I in that? Oh no, this is the Blackbird's hangar.
You've been drafted, soldier.
God, we cannot get out of this one. We can only ensure that they're gonna get us.
But I hate this.
I hate this too, but right now we have to focus on the Scott. You have to focus on the mission and make sure these fucking.
I have a question. What year is it currently? What year is it currently in game?
Hmm.
990, I think. That sounds about
Oh.
right.
Hey, would a Vietnam joke still be topical?
It's 19. It's basically still technically 1991.
Okay, cool. So that means it would. Okay, so cool. So the fucking Gulf Wars haven't saw yet. So a Vietnam joke would still be topical.
Yeah, we have Vietnam.
Because yeah, somebody's gonna say, going to Vietnam, soldier. Been drafted.
Yeah, Claire will just look at Scott. Scott, they'll force us in or they'll knock us out anyway. So just focus on the mission for now. Make sure.
Yeah, it's a bit too late now
No,
for back out.
We can only do harm reduction at this point. We can talk about this and we will talk about this afterwards.
Listen, you two are some of the best tacticians we know, and we're gonna need you anyways.
Listen, if you guys really don't want to be on it, the parachute's right there.
You're
You
going
walk
anyway. And if you're going on a suicide mission, we're not going to leave you behind. But ideally, we would not go on a suicide mission, but well, maybe it's not a suicide mission. We'll see. But
That's a
but no-
good thing we're not on a suicide mission.
Sai just kind of like looked at all of you, kind of. This is not a suicide mission. If it was, I wouldn't be joining with you.
I'm sorry. I was.
Scott will kind of like
agitated, right?
get up and say like, yes, I will trust my enemy, which I have no reason to actually trust. Why are we being hurt along again? As Jean will just kind of say, I don't know, ask Jack.
Well, the information seems to check out that Logan's missing. She comes in saying Logan's missing. Professor is sent people, and most of us. I'm
Scott
assuming
was
our
there when
royals
you
here
had
was-
that conversation all the
Yeah. So like yeah. So he's like, it all seems to check out, Scott.
Yeah, but she could just tell us the place and we'll handle it from there. Why does she have to physically be there? She like stands next to you and says, you clearly need the help and have a problem with me. Better just say it right now. As she looks at you, Jack, for support on this.
Well, she actually she knows the location, and I didn't force her hand. She offered to come along. And I'll be honest, I wasn't sure how many people of us were going to agree, but I'm glad we all agreed. We're gonna be one big happy team, Scott.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Jean is walking into the Blackbird.
Fucking. The collector say, shut up, Jack.
Okay, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm sorry, Scott. We're just gonna have to grit our teeth and do this, all right? We're all gonna have to work together.
Yeah, as he is defeated at this point, as you just start getting people in. As you sit in the Blackbird, and the 4 people piloting will take different positions, be able to properly pilot the ship. But as you're all getting in, Wanda will lean into you a bit, Tatiana, and be like, seem to me, or are those two like weirdly close?
Yeah, I thought it was just me, but maybe it's just anxiety, or maybe Jack's trying to keep an eye on her.
Insists on bringing her along. They like now sit next to each other. Even look, this sits in the back. She always is next to.
Oh, you don't think?
I think he likes.
Tatiana's gonna
Oh.
do a quick little peek glance at Jean to see her emotional
Jean
response right now.
Is Jean to you? Jean is upset. Like you know her well enough.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. This is gonna be a problem later.
Yeah,
Do you
and
think he realizes?
after his whole spiel with respecting women and all.
Oh no. Okay, we gotta keep an eye on this. Where is Sai right now?
Seated next to Jack, a
Oh,
bit behind
it's
you
too late
because
for you.
you're closer to the command consoles.
Uh, Jack has been her friend longer, but Tatiana, I don't know if she can get Jack's attention in any way suddenly.
Suddenly, no.
No. Oh.
Never mind. I was gonna say it's
If I had the power to telepathically speak to you, Jack, I would warn you right now and let you know.
Unfortunately.
it'd be like, come up here and I need to talk to you about something.
Yeah, I think because we're getting prepared to race off, she's gonna go to Jack and just while we're preparing to get ourselves out, that's all right to say, Grunt, unless we're not. I just want to make
I was
sure.
gonna say, the problem is when you were having this conversation as the flight was about to like take off. So
Yeah. Okay. No, you're good. Jack, when I get time, I'll let you know.
listen,
Tatiana.
you can
Yeah.
call him up to you. You're like piloting the plane. You can't really leave, but if you want to talk
Yeah.
with him,
Jack, can I get you up here for a quick second?
Yeah, Tatiana, what's up?
Yeah. So at the very least, want to make sure. Do you have an idea where we're going? Anything like that?
Mm, she, our new friend knows the location, or at least the general area.
she would have
Cool.
provided you the coordinates for
Okay.
the blackbird that descended.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. Can you make sure I put this in correctly for a second? She's gonna ask you to lean in to look at the thing, and as soon as you get close enough, she's gonna whisper, like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
What do you mean? I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm trying to go get our teacher back. What
You're
do you
getting a
mean?
little. You're pissing off your girlfriend. You're getting a little too close. I think you should be careful about this, Jack.
What? Tatiana, listen. These are the things I wish you would like give. Like, I don't have much experience with this, so what am I doing wrong? Please.
Oh my gosh, you're letting this girl sit with you the entire ride, and your girlfriend's in the back looking like she's trying to put a fucking Scott's beam of death through your fucking skull right now.
I'm not trying to cause any trouble. She's literally here. What should I do?
Sit next to your girlfriend. Let Sai know that you're gonna try to team up and make sure you keep an eye on her feelings. Maybe, just be careful.
Well, if we split up, should what? Okay.
Well,
Just-
listen, as this is going on, Cynthia, you'd also be up because you're also like one of the pilots. But you know who isn't a pilot?
Who?
Claire. Claire, you're not a pilot.
She's back with Scott, yeah, right
Yeah,
now
you're
trying
back
to.
with Scott, and you see after like as soon as like Jack kind of went up front and some, Jean did get up and like sit next to Sai, as they like are whispering in hushed tones, annoyed tones, at least from Jean, that are. You can give me a logic roll.
Oh yeah, listen, yeah. Claire's thinking we are in no state. Yeah, I'll give you a lot to go first. Yeah, that's 14.
Yeah, she's definitely pissed off, and it's seemingly she's getting more and more pissed off.
Yeah, Claire's thinking, holy shit, this team is in no position to do a fucking operation.
Scott notices you looking and like,
This team is in no fucking state to do a fucking stealth infiltration of any fucking military installation.
it's not.
Fucking, if they've kept it low, they probably prepared fucking forces. They probably reinforced after last time. Oh, actually, fucking damn it.
As yeah, eventually she's gonna after like. I'll say this as Tatiana. Why don't you give me a vigilance roll and I'll roll for Tick because apparently he's not that.
Gotcha. Oof, which this is not my best stat either.
Good enough.
Grunt, is it good enough? Did you roll good enough for me? I'm sorry. I'm trying to eat so I don't make.
No, because Tatiana, I think, yeah, rolled fine. But then you keep whispering. You just glance behind you. You realize Jean is getting up, but she's getting up from where Jack used to sit, looking absolutely fucking holy shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, please,
Jack?
Tatiana. What the fuck did I possibly do?
Go talk to your girlfriend. Make sure she's okay. Make sure she's not too pissed off. Because I think she just talked to Sai, and I think that what didn't go great.
What could they have possibly said to each other? Please.
You know
give me
how, you know how I was concerned about the fact you were just hanging out with this random young woman who seemed to really be following you around and sitting next to you. I think your girlfriend noticed, and I don't think she's happy about it.
Okay. Well, I'll talk to her. But Tatiana,
Yes.
when I don't come back, let them know that cremation probably won't work, okay?
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Pray for me. He'll put an arm on her shoulder, like a squeeze her shoulder, and then go back.
He's not gonna fucking make it.
Where are you going back? To your own seat? Or are you gonna try and sit next to Jean?
I'm gonna try to sit next to Jean if she'll allow me.
Sit down. She looks at. She doesn't even look at you. She just kind of stares at one of the monitors.
Hey, everything okay?
Yeah, peachy.
Do you want to talk about it?
Talk about what?
How you doing? You seem upset.
Why don't you give me an ego check with a trouble on this one?
Great, I'll just shoot myself. You don't need to help me with that.
Why
Oh
did you
shit!
roll twice?
Ah, I didn't mean to double roll it. Ah,
Fine, I'll take the
okay.
worst one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that hurts.
Look at this.
That
The other one
hurt.
was a Marvel for 19.
Oh,
Oh well. Listen. Why did it pick the highest?
I think you clicked edge. I think. Oh.
No, I think it's because it thinks it's a 1.
Yeah, the Marvel
technically,
die
yeah, it's a
technically
one.
takes like the space of a 1
It
on the
didn't-
Marvel die.
It didn't register,
Ah.
so that should have been like a 5 actually.
okay. Did I do
Um,
good? Did I do bad? How bad did it go? I just put.
It's all fine. You know, just prepping for the mission. You know, focusing on more important things.
If he'll let her, he'll give her a hand a reassuring squeeze.
She is gonna pull her hand away from you.
Okay. Alright. Giving her space. Tatiana, we need to talk. I don't know what to do.
Jack, you're gonna sit there next to her? Gonna like go back to your previous seat.
Nope, I'm going to be responsible, respectful, but I will keep my eyes on everybody and what they're doing.
Gonna sit there next to her?
Can I? Okay, can Claire
Oh my
intervene here?
God,
Okay, Claire intervenes. Claire
Wait,
intervenes here. All right.
I'm-
Claire may have -3 ego,
Wait.
but she is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, I'm confused. Who like, sit next to whom?
Are
we
you
talking
sitting
here?
next to Jean or Sai? That's what I'm asking.
I thought sitting next to Jean would be a good idea, if she will. not.
Unlike Mac and Zaz, who are shouting desperate, this is your choice, Dick. There are consequences and benefits to both choices.
Can I just go up to the front of the ship and hang out with Tatiana?
No, because you're flying a military spaceship. You cannot just. This is not an airplane ride.
It was worth a shot. I don't think there's really like a good option. I think he's just gonna sit at the closest seat to him and just wait.
That's what I'm saying. There's 2 options. You can sit where you are right now, next to Jean, or you can go back next to Sai, which is on the other aisle, on the other side of the aisle.
Is it very clear Jean does not want me there?
Oh. Give me
No,
a
I mean-
logic roll.
Can you roll for it, Grunt? I'm pulling something out of the oven.
I think I don't think she wants you here. So I think she's kind of very pissed off. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
so I will. I will go sit somewhere else.
Now, Claire, would you like to also give me a logic roll?
Yep. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was sorry. I was kind of hype of it. Yes, please. Claire's watching this fucking disaster unfurl.
I'm trying not to cause problems, but I'm also really hungry and not thinking right now.
15.
Fortunately, Claire, whenever he may sit, I don't think it would make much of a difference at this point. Whatever side told Jean fucking ticked her off so fucking bad, it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't. It doesn't really. Yeah. Claire's thinking how to intervene into this to make sure Jean is
Just to calm your worries. Yeah.
There's no way to assassinate the situation. This is a dumpster fire. There's no way to fix this. Yeah, Claire's just fucking looking at Scott, just also fucking slightly defeated. This is gonna be fucking so bad.
Listen, we just get through the mission. We'll probably be able to breathe after that and fix this.
I'm so screwed.
Yeah, Claire will give him a smile. Weak smile to Scott.
It's Scott or fucking Jack's just gonna like put his hands in his head and be like, I don't know what to do. It's gonna be that Obi-Wan thing after like the fucking younglings got killed. It's just like
sit down next to Sai. She'll look at him and say, "What's wrong with you?"
What do you mean?
Just put your head in your palms. Are you okay?
What did you two talk about?
She was making some rather passive-aggressive statements at my person. Well, I responded the way I think anyone should respond to passive-aggressiveness.
And how is that?
Point out her insecurities and make her be upfront and honest about them. I believe we have a mission ahead of us, and I think our heads should be clear, or at the very least, should be open about what we think.
And what did you think?
That she is an emotionally insecure young woman, and that she is quite jealous that I find you desirable.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sai, I am very flattered, but I am with Jean, and she probably took it as not well that you would be flirting with her guy, which is understandable, right?
She kind of just tilts her head. I never flirted with you, though. Just because I find you attractive doesn't mean I intend on acting on those feelings.
Okay. Fair. I can understand your rationale. We do have a mission, and I will deal with it later when we're not heading into a... Do you know anything about this base?
Yes, I understand. Not completely, but I understand its layout, and I know how we can bypass several security systems.
Okay. What kind of forces are we looking at? Do you have any idea?
Well, nothing too heavy. This was one of the more secretive places. We're in luck, and we don't trip any long-range alarms. The only people who pose a challenge are some of the armed guards. But I don't plan on us fighting. I plan on us infiltrating the place.
Yeah. No, I can understand that. But, things happen, and I just like to be prepared,
It is less fortified than the previous one you attacked.
Okay, so...
This is merely an observation outpost. This is not a research base.
Okay, so is there going to be like a giant goo monster that backhands me into oblivion?
Not really.
Okay. Alright, well, can't wait to see what happens once we get there. Nobody was ever remembered for standing around.
She nods and says, well, I like you. Calm, collected, decisive. maybe not right now, but feels like you should tell your girlfriend that confident men will always attract attention.
I have a feeling that will not comfort her, and I would rather consider it brash, dumb, and stupid. But it just works, and it's kept me alive.
Well, I don't think you're stupid. I don't think you're certainly not brash.
I think there would be a handful of people in this room who would disagree with you on that about me being stupid. But out of curiosity, Grunt, because I don't think I've heard him in a while. What is Zar thinking about this?
Asking the nuclear spirit about
No,
relation.
I mean not about the relationship. I mean about the assault. I mean about getting love.
Okay. Yes, no, Zar
Hey,
thinks you
Zar,
should go
listen,
there
you've
and
been
kill
So I don't
them.
ask her about the dating thing.
Yes.
Yeah, hey Zar, you've been a beacon of dating advice. What do you think? What should I do about these girls? No.
Zar will
Kill 'em.
tell you both. Why not both?
You're so right. You should listen to Zar. Zar knows what he's doing.
You mean the guy who's like, you can't show off in front of girls, is also gonna be like, well, since you have them both,
Well, you
might
can't
as well.
show off your powers, but if women find you attractive, then that sounds like a them issue.
Okay. Well, good thing I'm not asking Zar for his advice. I'm asking him what he feels about the omission.
If they have indeed endangered Logan, I believe should blow up the place and kill all of them.
Okay, what about some stealth?
Will that kill them?
Probably not.
Then I rest my case.
Maybe. Okay, listen, listen. If it goes bad, then you get to go. Then go to town. Maybe you can knock them out.
We'll make sure their deaths are painless and quick.
Okay, thanks, Zar. Always appreciate these talks.
Side does look at you and says, "Are you possessed?" I did read your file.
I have a file. I have a file. Why do I have a file?
Because you're being hunted.
Possessed is a term. He sometimes gives me advice on certain situations.
She like nods and says, "You know, only people of great worth were ever given the chance and aid by the spirits. You should treat him with the respect he deserves and not take it lightly."
I try not to, but it is also he is also kind of just rage incarnate.
Maybe that's a good thing sometimes, as long as you know when to stop.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and I try to fight that feeling back every day. So, yeah.
Light will be awkward as yeah, I mean you can put music on, but yeah, why don't you put like some fucking bad bitch music? That's surely not gonna give Gene ideas.
Look, get pumped for the mission. Pumped for the mission. I can't turn around. I can't turn my head around.
Can Claire take out her gun and shoot herself? Just kidding.
Red, we're kids from the 90s. What would bad bitch song of 91?
Spice Girls, of course.
Spice Girls, of course. Wait, was Dixie Chicks too early for this?
I don't know who the fuck those people are.
You're gonna say this?
I was going to say, tactically avoiding every bit of drama that's happening around her.
Oh.
Cynthia is gonna like Owen is gonna try to talk to Anne.
She's sitting next to you.
Yeah. Cynthia's just gonna this is why I reveal that Cynthia's actually as dense as Scott fucking Summers, because she's just gonna like turn to her and say, Yo, Jack said you were my Jack said you were my girlfriend. Are we dating?
Well, no. Because you haven't actually taken me on any dates. Just kind of stare at me all day.
Oh, I'll fix that when we get back.
Just gonna like
Take you somewhere.
Just gonna like smile and
Yeah,
wink at you.
Yeah. Fucking Cynthia's at least gonna be happy for the rest of the flight. Possibly the only two happy people on this flight right now.
Listen, Spice Girls.
That's not true. Bobby seems to take some happiness in Jack's misery.
I'm playing
Exactly.
Spice Girls. This is the best day ever.
You're
Come on.
so right, Bobby. Fucking I'm the deploy the Breaking Bad. Hell yes, it's
Yeah, you will eventually. It'll take several hours, but you'll eventually land this sort of. And it is towards the end of the year as you land in the snowy landscape of fucking northern Canada. As you sort of get out of the ship and establish a bit of a perimeter, as Scott kind of looks at you, Jack, like, well, what now, genius?
Sorry, you caught me mid-bite. Alright. Oh my god, I'm gonna get fucking so much hate. Sai, can you give like a rough description of this facility?
Yes, as she like grabs a stick and starts drawing in the snow. She kind of draws a basic layout of the facility. Starts pointing out to the different rooms and explaining a bit of the layout.
Alright. Well, the plan is to sneak in, find out where Logan is being held, get him, get out. Question is, we want to have two teams, one infiltrate, one as the backup? Or do you think we can all try? Well, I don't. Look at all the people. I don't know if all of us can sneak in stealthily.
Well, who wants to give me a logical?
I will let Claire will examine this yeah.
I will also. Am I allowed to do it for my own fucking thoughts here, Grant?
An 18.
Holy shit. So Claire, the problem is that this is a quite large base, and since you are doing a rescue mission and you want to be out before they can get reinforcements, two teams will cover more ground. Let me actually fucking mentally map how many people. There's the four of you: Scott, Jean, Bobby, Wanda, Pietro, Sai. I'm missing. There's also Aurora. 11 people. Am I missing anyone?
Let's
Don't
see.
think I am.
Let me also,
And,
let me
and,
also do a
and,
mental.
and Rogue. 12 people.
Is
Okay.
Sto-
Thank God. It's 12 people.
Storm's not here, or is she here?
She
Actually, I almost
is.
forgot.
She is.
Okay.
I first recommend we get out of our two. Wait, before I talk, I might ask. Grant, Scott was leader of Team B when we were on the previous mission, right?
Yes.
All right. And Storm was a gang leader, so also has experience as in
Yes.
leadership, right? Storm, Scott, you guys will be taking team leads. Select who you want on your team.
Jean will just kind of walk up directly to Scott and just stand by his side and look and say, Well, I guess that's my first choice. Oh god, let me actually tally this up in chat. Yeah, I'll never remember this.
Actual Mass Effect 2 fucking squad selection for real.
Yeah.
The actual
Sorry,
Mass
sorry,
Effect
Grunt.
2.
Sorry, Grunt. Like I would, but I'm not feeling really confident in anything I do.
Well, are you
My
gonna?
roles.
Well, listen, Gene. If anyone wants to make suggestions, if not,
I mean, the plan of Sword have 3 teams.
I
Everybody has
think
like
there should be
Yes.
3 teams. I think there should be
Yeah,
3 teams.
yeah,
One
yeah,
team, and one team should be Sai, Jean, and Jack.
as
no.
Gene-
I-
well, the problem is that Gene does that. Sai will sort of walk up to you, Jack, and say, "I believe I
Oh,
should
God.
be part of your team."
Well, I think that's up to Aurora and Scott. I gave them control because they have the most command experience at the moment.
Storm will say, "Well, I think I might need Pietro well to cover for some of our physical misses." Your choice next, Jack. Are you gonna accept size on my squadron?
I
Claire will pipe up maybe like a perhaps me, Cynthia, Tatiana, and you, Jack, will be another team since we already worked before together.
Yeah, that is a good point. Maybe we should stick with what.
Unfortunately, you see, Claire. While you may think of the romance, Scott is more pragmatic, and he'll say, "As I'll need someone to hold the front line for us as well, and I think we'll need Cynthia with us."
Yeah, whatever you think best.
Son of a bitch, Cynthia.
Problem is, Cynthia's also just not thinking about the romance drama right now. She's thinking like, we need to save Logan, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta save Logan. So, yeah, focus. Whew.
So,
Like
like
said-
if you stay there, you look a bit distracted. Or Jean will say, "What? Something distracting you, Captain?"
jeez. Yeah. Yeah. Scout and Aurora, pick whatever teams you think would be best for this infiltration.
Well, one that will
We'll work
cooperate
out-
with her brother. So you know what? Yeah, why not? Sai, Yana, Blair. Bobby definitely joins Team Scott. Can like dunk on you further. There we go. There's the team.
Grunt is assigning the anti-romance teams.
It sucks, but I do get along with Aurora. Not great.
Yeah, as you'll split apart, and with 3 teams, you'll be able to move in and out, and you'll cover enough ground so that it's quite good. As yeah, I'm gonna focus a bit on Cynthia. As, like, move with Scott's team. Bobby will actually go up to Jean and kind of say, "Listen, I know I was an asshole earlier today. I know this is a horrible moment, but you know me. I'm sorry I lashed out. And you're right, I should be more thick-skinned. If I can dish it, I should be able to take it. And I'm sorry, but your boyfriend's still a fucking jackass. He's just an unfunny one." As Jean will kind of chuckle a bit at that, and will nod and say, "It's fine, we're good. And focus on get this done, and well, I'm sure you'll find your funny quips to torment him later." He'll smile. Now, I'm not sure if Cynthia's gonna pay much mind to this. You wanna roll me a logic roll, Cynthia?
Roll a logic roll. Yeah, I can. Yeah.
You know
10.
what? I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna give you too many details, but you know what? That did put Jean in a bit of a better mind state than she was. Just slightly. As Scott says, well, guess in we go. X-Men, get ready.